Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a review of Escondido. This is a Michelin 1-star Mexican restaurant in Seoul. Alright, so this is the first dish. This is going to be fried pork belly on the right with some smoked Akami and guacamole. This was one of my favorite dishes actually. The guacamole had the perfect hint of lime juice, so this was just such a good starter. Alright, so here is the Abalone Inflada. Inflada is basically a Mexican puffed cake, and on the top we have some caviar. So this next dish was also very delicious. This was the Bigeye Trevally fish with the Tostada chip, and then the sauce was like a pepper paste. This reminded me of ceviche, so it was very delicious. This one here was the scallop, and of course we have to sprinkle the lime juice on top. Okay, and then this was the first of the 2 tacos for tonight's course. This was the red snapper taco. I wish that they kind of sliced up the red snapper into smaller pieces because it was kind of thick and large, but it was still pretty good. And then the second taco here was the Hanwoo Taco. This one was a bit chewy, so this one would have been a lot better if they sliced up the pieces because the meat was super thick, but again, very good. And then here was the mango sorbet cleanser before the moles. Alright, so the first mole was a green sauce, and the fish here is the kumte or the blackthroat sea perch. The next mole dish here is the mancha montalas, which tasted like pork and pineapple to me. And then this one here is the pork jowl. And the last mole dish here was in a black sauce with chicken. This one was my favorite out of the 3 mole dishes. And last but not least is the dessert. So this is a spicy mezcal ice cream. There was also a tequila ice cream option, but I'm not a huge fan of tequila, so I passed on that. Overall, this course was a bit too creative for my liking, but it was a very unique experience. So if you do want to try something that's a bit different from your traditional Michelin-starred restaurant here in Korea, this is one I would recommend.